Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy, and by McMurray Van. Rent local with McMurray Van and Car Rental. We offer the perfect vehicle for any need. Proudly serving Alabama. Visit us today for a hassle-free rental experience. Now, live from Baumhower's Victory Grille in Tuscaloosa, this is Hey Coach.
Welcome, everybody. Great to have you with us at Baumhower's Victory Grille for another edition of Hey Coach. Second one that we've had since we moved to Monday nights during the start of the college basketball season. Actually, the start for us. Of course, basketball started several weeks ago, but glad we've got a lot of things to talk about on the program. Presented by Alfa Insurance, auto, home, life, business. Alfa Insurance covers it all. AlfaInsurance.com. Do want to remind you that our show comes to you from Baumhower's Victory Grille. That's the official watch party location of the Crimson Tide, and it's also a place where you got Wi-Fi available so you can keep up with everything Alabama wherever you are with that Alabama Crimson Tide mobile app. It's presented by Cadence Bank, available at the App Store and at Google Play. Download the Alabama Crimson Tide mobile app now for free. We got a lot to cover on the show. Gymnastics being among them. We're going to see the season start, the home opener on January the 10th. The Tide hosting top three teams in the country, and a lot to cover as we visit with head coach Ashley Johnston and also one of her great student athletes with us tonight. It's Corinne Bunagan who will be with us to talk gymnastics for the Crimson Tide. A lot of things going on as the season is just about to get started. Men's basketball also, as we said, very much in play. Top 10 ranking right now for Nate Oats' Crimson Tide. The head coach of Alabama men's basketball will be with us at the bottom of the hour. And prior to that, we'll also be joined by one of his tremendous young players, a freshman McDonald's All-American who's making a big impact already this year, Derrion Reed, joining us on the show tonight as well. Bama fans, be sure to listen to Crimson Drive Thursday afternoons. It's on all Crimson Tide Sports Network social media outlets. Crimson Drive is live each Thursday from, Thursdays at 2 Central. So be sure to join us for the latest on Alabama athletics. We're just getting things started. It's Hey Coach here at Baumhower's Victory Grille, and it's on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Your moment has arrived. It's time to shed the normal day-to-day version of yourself and let your most fabulous self loose. Make your way to Wind Creek Wetumpka, because whatever your idea of fabulous is, this is where you'll find it. Wind Creek Wetumpka. It's your kind of fabulous. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
What's up, Tide fans? This is Mark Sears reminding you that the best defense against ants, spiders, mosquitoes, and other pests is Cook's Pest Control. Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. Cook's Centricon system is today's best technology for termite control. Protect your house with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for a free inspection.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we're proud to sponsor the University of Alabama Athletics and prouder to take the field or court with you. Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Hey parents and kids, AEA has unveiled a new contest at your school that lets you count your way to the Iron Bowl of basketball. AEA wants to help K through 6 students be academic champions just like the Alabama Crimson Tide. Students who participate in the Be a Champion and Count Challenge could win tickets to the February 15th Alabama vs. Auburn basketball game at Coleman Coliseum. Ask your teacher about contest rules, encourage your child to be an AEA math champion, and win a trip to the Iron Bowl of basketball.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Bob Baumhower here. Are you out of ideas for those stocking stuffers? Our selection of delicious signature sauces make great stocking stuffers for that chef of the house. Kick up your favorite holiday dish with our legendary hot sauce. If you enjoy our char grilled black and white chicken, then grab a bottle of our fabulous legendary white barbecue sauce. Would you like to have a Bam Bam shrimp on your holiday menu? That's easy. Just pick up a bottle of Baumhower's Thai sweet chili sauce. Baumhower's Victory Grill. Legendary fun, legendary food.
This segment of Hey Coach is presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and irresistibly tasty. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? You try and decide. Great to have you with us. I'm Chris Stewart, our studio engineer, Austin Wolkin. Todd Robbins filling in for Tom Stipe tonight as our on-site producer, and with the college gymnastics season right around the corner. In fact, it's coming right down the tracks. It's great to welcome in the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Ashley Johnston, to the show. Coach, good to see you as always. And
good to see you as well.
I know most people have Christmas on their minds. You do too, mom and wife and all of that. But you've also got a season that's ready to start.
It is the most wonderful time of the year, but I really mean because it's gymnastics season. As excited as we are for the holidays, we are counting down the days until our first meet and to finally get out there in Coleman.
All right, so the start for the home schedule and overall is on January 10th, right?
That's
North
right.
Carolina coming in, a top 40 program, and yours ranked 6th in the nation with the preseason rankings that have come out. You had your final preview with Crimson and White scrimmage, a little more serious than Ghost and Goblins. Not that you don't take that competition seriously, but this is really the dress rehearsal, isn't it, for the season?
Yeah, Crimson and White was a really great moment for us to see what are we doing well, what do we need to work on, and what's our focus going to be for the next few weeks before we kick off in January. And it was great to see. We were actually able to test about 40 routines for Crimson and White, which is much more than we normally put out there. And I think we only had about 2 major mistakes. So, 38 for 40 are pretty good odds for this point in the year. So that tells us that how we're developing consistency is really on a great track, and it was great to see them adapt, figure out a new environment, being out in Coleman with fans for the first time, and now we circle scoring potential. So now we look at how many 9.8s can we turn into 9.85s, and how many 9.9s can we turn into 9.95s, and really hyper-focusing on that final 1%. It's that good to great, the tedious, meticulous details that can be so frustrating and hard to work on, but that truly is the separator and the difference maker between, the top 20 teams, the top 5 teams, and ultimately the number 1 team in the country.
And again, you have to face that all throughout the year. As
We
evidenced
sure
by
do.
your schedule, you've got the top 3 teams in the country that are on the schedule this year with Oklahoma, LSU, Florida. All conference opponents now. I have to remind myself that about Oklahoma, but a lot going on. By the way, do want to remind people that while season tickets are still on sale at rolltide.com and through the ticket office there in Coleman Coliseum, individual meet tickets went on sale today for the first time. So you can get those. If you can't make the season ticket or investment or the investment of time to be there for the season, individual meet sales are taking place right now, and that's big as well.
Yeah, that's right. There's so many great matchups, and we really need that arena packed. It makes such a difference to have 10, 12,000 people all screaming for our team and to host the number 1, 2, and 3 team in the country, it's tough. And so our ladies need all the support, the cheering to really create a home field advantage. And that's really what we're going for. And we've been known to create that year after year after year. People hate coming to Coleman Coliseum to compete. And we love it that way. We want to keep it going that way. And so please go get your season tickets, get your individual tickets, and can't wait.
Looking forward to it. We're going to talk more about that and also welcome in one of our tremendous student athletes, Corinne Bunagan, who will be joining us in a moment. Do want to say, though, if you love Baumhower's chili, you're in luck. Baumhower's Victory Grill now serving special dishes served with their signature Bob Baumhower's homemade chili, including chili cheese nachos, a char-grilled chili cheese potato stack, and loaded chili cheese fries. Baumhower's legendary fun, legendary food. The legendary Patrick Lally has already dug into the chili tonight. We saw that a little bit early. Patrick's giving it the thumbs up from the back of the restaurant there. But you come by and check out chili and all the great dishes tied to it at Baumhower's Victory Grill. It's the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Domino's delivers game day across Tuscaloosa and the surrounding area. Locally owned in Tuscaloosa for 30-plus years, the team at Domino's is proud to be a supporter of Alabama basketball and athletics across the capstone. Domino's would like to thank our customers for supporting our local business for over 30 years. Make Domino's your choice on game days year-round. Domino's is proud to deliver your Alabama Crimson Tide game days anytime. Just visit RollDomino's.com. Thanks for your business and Roll Tide.
Each Monday night, join us for Hey Coach, presented by Alfa Insurance. Live at 6 p.m. Central from Baumhower's Victory Grill in Tuscaloosa. We'll talk Alabama athletics with Tide coaches and players, plus take your calls. Hey Coach is available to listen to across our radio network, the Varsity Network app, as well as a video stream on all CTSN social media platforms at UA_CTSN. Hey Coach, Mondays at 6 p.m. on the Crimson Tide Sports Network.
Barkley makes it easy.
Get ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barkleygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Hey, Bama fans. Tuscaloosa Drug Company is a proud supporter of Crimson Tide Athletics. We've been serving our community and the University Athletic Department for over a decade. There are 3 locations in the Tuscaloosa and Northport area to serve you. We understand the importance of prompt and efficient service. That's why we strive to provide service that you can rely on, where we know you by name. The next time you have a medication need, call who the Tide calls, Tuscaloosa Drug.
See the call as we make the call. Watch the Courtside Cam, presented by NASCAR, for each Alabama home basketball game. Streaming live on all CTSN social media platforms, you can get a front row seat to every big play and every reaction from the Alabama radio crew for men's and women's basketball. Watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X at UA_CTSN.
Wide open 9, left corner 3. Switch!
Looking to make a statement? Fast Signs of Tuscaloosa is where you can make your statement. With our incredible range of signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. Stop in today or visit fastsigns.com. A proud partner of Alabama Athletics. Let's create something amazing together.
Welcome back to Hey Coach, presented by Alfa Insurance. Great to have you with us as we continue on from here on the program. And a little bit later tonight, we'll have the McMurray Van and Car Rental Hotline open at 877-202-BAMA. Rent local with McMurray Van and Car Rental. We offer the perfect vehicle for any need, proudly serving Alabama. Visit us today for a hassle-free rental experience at McMurray Van and car rental. Again, the hotline number 877-202-BAMA. We'll have that open in about 10 or 15 minutes when Coach Nate Oats joins us on the program. We are joined still here on stage by Ashley Johnston, who is, of course, the head coach of the Alabama Gymnastics team, former student athlete at the university herself. And we welcome in Corinne Bunagan. And, Coach, we'll let you do a little intro, if you will, of Corinne and tell us about this special young lady for your program.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, Corinne just graduated with a degree in mechanical engineering, which is just
awesome.
Insane. So I think that tells you a lot about what type of work ethic, just determined competitor that Corinne is, and that's inside and outside of the gym. So she is absolutely a difference maker, always finds a way to overcome whatever it is in front of her, and is truly a team player, exudes what a team first mentality looks like.
Corinne, how strange going into Crimson and White as a senior now. Every time you do something now, and I don't want you not trying to make it too sentimental, but the senior year is the last time.
Yeah.
The first thing and the last first time for everything's pretty special.
It's really special, and with Crimson and White, I think it took me a minute to even realize it was my last, because I was going through the day, I was braiding people's hair, and I get to the actual thing, and I put a leotard on, and I'm like, wait, this is the last one.
Yeah.
How did this happen? This went so fast. And so, yeah, I try to think of it as it's bittersweet, and something that is so, fortunate to me is that I have something that's so hard to say goodbye to, and so while, ending this senior year is going to be really, really hard, it just means it was so special to me, and so I wouldn't have it any other way, even though it's definitely there's definitely going to be some tears on senior night.
Understandably so, because it is special, especially Friday nights. And the SEC has made such a big deal about it because it's been that way on the Alabama campus. Coach, long before you were a gymnast, I'm not going to age you and say, since all the way back, way before you were a gymnast, but it still is, probably more so than ever. Tell us what the Friday night experience is like and why it's so important for people to get their tickets now at rolltide.com so they can help you and your student athletes, fellow student athletes, compete at the highest level.
Yeah, well, Friday nights are so incredible, and something that we always say when we're introducing ourselves, we'll usually give what's your favorite memory at Coleman? And without a doubt, at least 75% of the team will talk about the Auburn meet that we sold out, the Power of Pink meet from 2 years ago. And it was just the crowd, it was the people, it was the community showing up for something that was greater than us, and to feel that love and that support. And winning against Auburn is always really fun, but it's so incredible. It really gives you a great perspective on everything that you're going through and just life in general. And so I would say the crowd, they make all the difference. They're the ones that bring the energy. They're the ones that, support the team throughout the whole thing. And so, I don't know, doing it for the little girl at the stands with her little shaker it's incredible. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Hearing you say that about Auburn, I know there are other rivals as well. We're talking during the break. You're from Chicago,
That's
Ashley,
right.
and with Corinne being from Jersey. It doesn't take you long to figure out who it is you want to beat. When it's at Alabama, you beat everybody. But you do have ones that you're a little more amped up than others, and that list just seems to be growing with what's happening with the SEC.
I think a lot of that comes from the stories and the trailblazers that have left their legacy and left their mark. You give so much and invest so much to put yourself and your team in the best position to come out with a win. And sometimes it goes your way and sometimes it doesn't go your way, but the stories and the journeys and what led into that is what I think makes every meet such an amazing matchup. It heightens the rivalries, and every program across the country, and especially in the SEC, has just continued to build over the years, and the fan bases are incredible. And so it's not just us competing as a team, it's our community, it's the legacies, it's the people that have come before us. And all of a sudden you have an army walking into a competition and not just 20 people on the floor. So there's more at stake than just doing it for yourself. There is a family and investment in so many more people that have paved the way, and I think that's what creates expectation, but that's what makes it so memorable and unique and different at a place like Bama.
Something else special, you get a chance to participate in some really fantastic events even beyond Coleman Coliseum. The Elevate the Stage neutral site meet's going to be up in Huntsville. Tickets are already on sale for that for Bama fans in North Alabama and in anywhere, but that's a very special opportunity where I know it's going to be great to have those fans there, but whether it's Elevate the Stage, whether it's your home meets, again, tickets on sale at rolltide.com or through the Alabama Athletic Ticket Office. Season starting up, Corinne, ready to get going. And I know you've been competing against your teammates, with your teammates. It's time for everybody to be on the same team and go compete against the other schools, and you get that opportunity next week, or 2 weeks, excuse me.
So we're so excited to finally show everyone what we've been doing. We've been working hard in the gym and grinding, and this team has been so special. We have a lot of freshmen on the team, and I love having the freshmen on the team. You get to see that like spark, that excitement in their eyes when they do something new for the first time. And I've been at this for 3.5 years now, and so I'm used to the inner squads. I'm used to all these other routines that you almost take for granted. And so to see the freshmen just light up with every little success that they have has been like incredible. And so I'm really, really excited for this season to come see them and like to see all the hard work that they've put in pay off, and to show everyone what Team 51 is about, honestly.
Fantastic. Corinne, Coach Ashley Johnston, thanks so much for the time. Merry Christmas to you both. Hope it's a great holiday, and we look forward to the start of the season right after that.
Of course. Thank you. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Coach Ashley Johnston and also Corinne Bunagan from the Alabama Gymnastics team joining us here at Baumhower's Victory Grille. Coming back, we're going to have our Everwood Performance of the Week. We got a lot more coming up. Still 10 minutes away from Coach Nate Oats joining us, and also men's basketball forward Derrion Reed. Stay with us. We're here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for T-Town. The University of Alabama Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big roll tide, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tide pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoBama. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
I'm Coach Nate Oats, and this is the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. To stay on top, you got to keep raising your game, just like the 2024 Ford F-150, the smartest, most connected F-150 ever. Ford offers impressive technology to help you get the job done in the smartest way possible. For the latest offers on a Ford F-150, go to buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsors of the Crimson Tide. Roll Tide.
Being a Chevron car these days has been quite the adventure. Miami to Seattle, ocean to ocean. I've stopped at so many states and collected so many bumper stickers. Sometimes I feel like a moving passport book. It's just so great what I can do with Chevron with Techron, because it gives me unbeatable mileage and keeps my engine clean. Plus, there are so many Chevrons along the way. Now the only thing I'm worried about is where to go next and where to put all my new bumper stickers. Chevron with Techron, fueled by possibility.
If you're looking for the best selection in Crimson Tide apparel, look no further than the Soup Store. The Soup Store is every Bama fan's ultimate destination for the hottest gear and accessories, with 3 great locations around campus to serve you: in Tuscaloosa on campus at the University Student Center, on the Strip in front of Bryant-Denny Stadium, and on Bryant Drive. If you can't get to Tuscaloosa, shop the Soup Store online at soupstore.ua.edu. The Soup Store is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics.
Coleman Coliseum gives the Tide a big home court advantage. When it comes to your home, count on Tri-Green Equipment to give you a big advantage with our lineup of John Deere equipment and tried and true expertise. We'll help you call the right plays on your property, and we're always there when you need an assist. From riding mowers, compact utility tractors, gators, to agriculture equipment, we've got serious game. Stop by one of our locations or visit TriGreenEquipment.com. Proud sponsors of Alabama Crimson Tide basketball.
Back on Hey Coach, the Everwood Performance of the Week goes to Sarah Ashley Barker and Zay Green, who led the Alabama women's basketball team to a win over Murray State on Sunday inside Coleman. The duo each recorded 20-point games. Barker with 21, 5 assists, 3 steals. Green with 20 points, 4 assists as well. The Bama women 10-1 on the season following the 27-point win, remaining undefeated at home. That is your Everwood Performance of the Week. Everwood Wood treated right. Women playing great, but so too are the Bama men, and one of those players making a major impact on the squad, Derrion Reed, the Georgia native who thankfully saw the light, came to the great state of Alabama, specifically Tuscaloosa, to play his college ball. Derrion, great to see you. Welcome to the show.
Thank y'all for having me.
And glad you're in Tuscaloosa. We were talking off air about you playing great competition. Some fantastic teams, lost a couple, which is understandable with what you're playing. But is there anything that you have been a part of this year that's more competitive than practice at Alabama?
No, I think Alabama practices is one of the most competitive practices I've ever been in. Just all the talent, all around. It's like every player, we 14 deep. So it's like every player, we all give each other our best.
Tell me about how you guys, though, have been able to blend and be a true team and a group that fights for each other, because that's evident. I mean, here you are, along with Aiden, you're McDonald's All-Americans. You guys come in and you're with, a college All-American, first-teamer in Mark Sears, and now these other guys who were leading scorers on their teams, but they wanted to be a part of something great at Alabama. It's an incredible blend and mix, but you knew all of you could play. How have you guys been able to maybe put individual stuff aside and focus on being the best team in the country if possible?
At the beginning of the year, we knew we had all the talent that we needed. It was just a matter of fact if we could put it all together and come together as a team, knowing we had to sacrifice, each of us had to sacrifice something, whether it was points, minutes, whatever it was, just sacrificing for one another and coming together to all go towards the same goal.
It seems rare right now in college athletics, not just college basketball, but college athletics, for guys to think about team, because there's so many opportunities and it's so easy to transfer out, go pro, all the stuff that is available that didn't used to be there. You'd have to fight through things and work through. Why Alabama for you, knowing that it wasn't going to be unlimited minutes, and why do you think it works for Nate Oats in Alabama?
Just seeing what they did with players previously before me, getting them to the league and getting them ready since they're young and just building them. And also the coaching staff and Coach Oats, he's recruited me since the beginning. Like, he was probably one of the first coaches to recruit me, so he just stuck with it, and he's been there since the beginning. So a good connection.
So you're a Southern guy now. You're from Georgia.
Yes, sir.
How long did it take you to understand what Coach Oats was saying now? Because he's still, he's Wisconsin guy, and he spent some time in Michigan and Buffalo, and we ain't got him fully Southernized yet. He's a little closer to it, but language barrier's not too tough.
Not too tough. He still says some things like, instead of hurry up, he'll be like, hurry it up. Yeah, he still says some things that's different than we talk, but I'm catching on.
Yeah. I remember him messing with me at the start. You know, what are you saying? Okay. He understands your game, and you had some great minutes, and those are picking up even more right now. And look, again, we know it's going to come in cycles with this team. Matchups are big too. You know, that's a luxury that I see, is that you not only got different looks you can throw at teams, but depth with those different looks as well.
I think that's what makes our team so special. We got so much depth. We could put big threes at the 2. We could put smaller threes at the 4. It all depends on the matchup of the team we're going against and what we can execute. And it's just a weapon.
It is, and it also lets you show your versatility more than it would in another system, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
All right, Derrion Reed, our guest, as we're here from Baumhower's Victory Grill. Hey Coach is presented by Homewood Suites by Hilton in downtown Tuscaloosa. Make yourself at home, stay in comfort, and enjoy the great options of the on-site 205 restaurant and bar. Homewood Suites by Hilton in Tuscaloosa, proud preferred hotel partner of the Crimson Tide. Hey Coach, presented by Alfa Insurance, auto, home, life, business. Alfa Insurance covers it all. AlfaInsurance.com. Coach Nate Oats joining us next right here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast. You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live courtside cam, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus Hey Coach. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes and coaches that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide fans, this season don't lose out on your home comfort. Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics and has been delivering the highest standards in home comfort across Birmingham for over 60 years. If you're looking for a great team and elite service from a quality company that cares, you can't miss with Brown in Birmingham. Score big this year with Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Visit brownheatingandcooling.com/specials to save on your next service. Roll Tide!
Did you know that your largest organ is your skin? The Wound Care Center at DCH is an outpatient clinic focused on modern treatments for chronic wounds and non-healing sores. Our team is staffed with dedicated physicians, nurses, and therapists who specialize in treating chronic wounds and identifying their complex causes, circumstances, and challenges. When you need more than a Band-Aid, there's the DCH Wound Care Center. Learn more about our services at dchsystem.com/wound care.
1225 is your ultimate game day destination. Catch the game on one of their 35 big screen high-def TVs, combined with an extensive menu of mouth-watering food and refreshing drinks. Juicy burgers, crispy wings, craft beers, signature cocktails. 1225, where the energy is high, the screens are massive, and the excitement is contagious. Visit 1225 on the Strip in Tuscaloosa, less than 2 blocks from Bryant-Denny Stadium. 1225 Sports Bar, where sports, food, and fun collide.
Tired of being just another patient at your chain pharmacy? Make the switch to Payless Drugs. With 5 convenient locations in Bessemer, Birmingham, Fairfield, Morris, and Springville, our knowledgeable team can provide personalized medication reviews and supplement recommendations, deliver medications to your door, and more. Visit mypaylessdrugs.com to transfer today. We're just what the doctor ordered.
Youngblood, 3. Oh, it was halfway down. It popped out for Chris Youngblood, and here comes Creighton the other way. On the drive, Neal into the paint, stripped away and stolen. Youngblood flips it ahead, and Reed with a flush. You're listening to Hey Coach, presented by Alfa Insurance, auto, home, life, business. Alfa Insurance covers it all. AlfaInsurance.com. Derrion Reed, high school All-American, now a great freshman year for the Crimson Tide, continues to be with us here on Hey Coach. I'm Chris Stewart, joined now by the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Coach Nate Oats. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you. Good to be here.
Yeah, and again, you made it tough for you to follow a tough act. Darion's pretty good on this.
Yeah, I figured he would be. His mom's a teacher, so should be very well-versed in how to communicate, and he's well-educated. Is Marie here tonight?
Nah, she's not.
She didn't come?
Nah, she's getting ready to
You
leave in the
didn't
morning.
tell her that you were on, did you? Mom should have been here.
In all seriousness, how much of a help was that, not just in that situation, from a recruiting standpoint, that you walk into a home and you go, look, I understand how important education is. I was a high school teacher for a long time, and a very good one.
I don't know if that got it over the edge, but I did go to his mom's classroom while we went to see him. We went through a little math. I met some students. I actually made a little video for one of his students I met there. So I spent a little time with him and his mom in the high school. I'm not so sure that's what did it though.
Did you enjoy being back in that setting again?
Yeah, after school. That wasn't during the day.
With no students?
Yeah.
You like school better without the students? Is that what you're telling us?
I like the students. I miss teaching a little bit. I don't miss any of the paperwork, though.
Yeah, understand. And you don't miss, as we've talked about before, having to sell candy and Cokes during break between classes.
My daughter was talking to me about that yesterday, actually. She said, Dad, I read a story somewhere like you were. I was like, I don't believe everything you read.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Yeah, definitely. I understand all of that. This is a young man who coaches, a great example of what you want in your program. Yeah, he's a great player, McDonald's All-American, but a terrific young man. We've heard about it. We've had a chance to experience that since he's been in Tuscaloosa as well.
Yeah, no, he's been great. I mean, every time he's in front of anybody, he does really well. I mean, genuine character comes out, and he's concerned about other people. He's a great teammate. He's concerned about his teammates. He's concerned about, he's had multiple stories. People tell me interactions they've had with him. It's all been good. So he's the kind of kid we want to represent our program, and also a pretty good basketball player.
How much of a help is it to avoiding other issues you can have when you do bring in people like this that are going to represent you well, that they're going to enjoy each other? And again, we were talking with Derrion about the dynamic of having high school All-Americans, but also veterans who've been through the wars a little bit, but they want to win. They got 1, maybe 2 years left. They've done it all, seen it all from an individual standpoint. They care about winning, and that's what they're here for now.
Yeah, I think all the guys that we got, I mean, if we pick up on the fact that they're, really just in it for themselves, we try to avoid them. So I think, whether it's guys like Derrion or LeBaron that, have a good chance to be here 1 year and then go play professionally. I think in the 1 year they're here, winning games is big. One, if you're a real basketball player, that's what you care most about. But two is it helps you further your own individual career. And then you look back on your time and, look at Brandon Miller. He's having a really good professional career, but he still comes back here all the time. So we had a really good year. We had the number 1 overall seed in the NCAA tournament that year, and he had great memories, and he's not the only one. We're glad those guys come back here. So we'd like for them to have the best memories possible while they're here in college, and winning does that. And I think these guys have been all about winning. Some games are going to score more points than others, and some games are going to impact winning in different ways other than scoring.
Talking to Derrion during the break. Derrion, you're saying business is your major, and that's something that's important to you, to be able to get the educational piece. We understand the reality of what the timeline could be for you here at the University of Alabama if things continue to go well, but you take the academic side seriously.
Yes, sir. Growing up, like he said, my mom's a teacher, so she was just big on academics. She also worked at my high school, so it's like any trouble, you can go down the hall to my mom. But it was never no trouble, though. But I was cool with like the office. But I never been in the office. Just was cool with them in another way outside of being bad.
He keeps talking about all these hypotheticals, but I'm wondering if some of them weren't just hypotheticals.
They never had to send him to the office. They just sent him down to his mama's class and it's taken care of if they needed anything.
But there were no problems. Didn't have to send him to his mama's class.
Didn't have to. He goes, I just heard about things down there. I didn't have to know. For your system and your program, not just having good people, but guys obviously that can play, but guys that understand the game and can understand how fewer minutes in the short term means a greater payoff long term, whether it's winning as a team now or being able to accomplish what he wants to accomplish at the next level.
I mean, we showed him a lot of stats and kind of showed him, the efficiency and the leverage numbers are the most important numbers. And honestly, some freshmen that play a ton of minutes to get exposed on all their weaknesses more than they actually get help. So, you show it to them, but they're still all used to playing most of the game.
Sure.
All these guys were, at one point, they were all the best player on their team, whether it was their local high school, like Derrion went to his local high school till his senior year, and then went out to Prolific. So, but at one point, these guys were all the best players on their team. And when you're the best player, you play a lot of minutes in high school. So it's I think they all down deep understand it. It's just hard sometimes in the moment. But your character kind of pulls you through in the moment most of the time. We haven't had any issues at all this year. Our guys have been great. They're all playing fewer minutes than what, maybe they'd want. But that's all of them. Like they're sacrificing for the betterment of the team. And I think in the long run, like you said, it's going to pay off both personally for themselves, and it'll pay off for the program as a whole.
Tonight's first question, Coach, is brought to us by Alabama 811 to help prevent injuries, outages, and loss of life. Call 811 or visit al811.com before you dig. It's free, it's simple, it's the law, it's the first call, and that means it's Pee Wee down in Grand Bay. Go ahead, buddy. How you doing?
Doing good. Hey, Coach, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Pee Wee.
First, I'd like to say Merry Christmas to everybody.
Christmas, buddy.
This is our last one before Christmas.
Watching the game on Saturday versus Creighton, after we were able to take and maintain the lead, we had to fight down the stretch to keep it and win the game. After you broke down your film, what were the one good thing that we did and maybe the one thing that we didn't do as well as we needed to, and how was that addressed?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question because we got up 17 there early, midway through the first half. I think the ball was moving. We were attacking. We were playing fast in transition. We were taking great shots. And defensively, we were really locked in. I think the issue, what let them close it a little bit there at the end of the first half, I thought was our shot selection. I think we went 0 for 8. Thinking maybe the last 8 minutes of the first half from 3. And I think 6 of those 8 threes were contested threes. So I thought our shot selection got a little off, if you will. We didn't get as good a shots as maybe we had been getting earlier in the game. So I thought the stuff we'd been emphasizing over the last 10 days, I thought we did a really good job. And they kind of both. You can have great spacing without playing fast. You can play fast and still have terrible spacing. But the two of those combined, I think, allowed us to get great shots and not turn it over. And I think, maybe slow down a little bit there at the end. I'll say this, too. Through the first 32 minutes of the game, going into the under 8 media timeout, going into in the second half. So for 32 minutes, our defense held them to a .88. This is one of the better offenses in the country. And then the last 8 minutes of the game, it was a 1.5. They scored 24 points on 16 possessions. So I thought we had a little bit of a lapse defensively. So to me, the biggest thing we got to work on is it's not one particular thing. It's consistently doing what we're doing well. Because, Derrion was really good. I mean, you saw some great clips defensively from him, but, he had a few breakdowns there. The whole team had breakdowns the last 8 minutes. So I think the one thing we got to work on the most is doing what we do really well and doing it for a full 40 minutes. Just consistently maintaining the effort, the focus to do what we're doing well. That'd probably be my answer. It's probably a little bit convoluted and probably not exactly what you're looking for, but that's my answer. Take it or leave it, Pee Wee.
It's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. Hey, it's a good time for us to say goodbye to Derrion Reed. We appreciate the time. Hey, look, great job on the headset. When he takes you out of the game, just come over and sit with us on radio and put the headset on for a while.
I got you. I'll answer the next caller.
All right, we'll do that. Derrion, good to see you.
You and Chris both good on the radio. So would it be good on TV too or not?
He'd be really good on TV. The difference is he can handle being on the floor, being on radio, being on television. I can handle radio, occasionally TV. Time on the floor is done. It's way overdone. Coach Nate Oats staying with us as we're back with more in just a moment. Hey, the best gifts are Crimson. So deliver a Roll Tide holiday by shopping at Alumni Hall, your ultimate Crimson Tide shopping experience. Shop Alumni Hall or alumnihall.com when you'll get $10 in rewards for every $150 spent. Happy holidays and Roll Tide from your friends at Alumni Hall. Back with more with Coach Nate Oats, our show presented by Alfa Insurance here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm Coach Nate Oats, and this is the Ford F-Series Highlight Show. Talk about an outstanding lineup. Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty deliver impressive power and game-changing capability. That's why I'm a fan of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 47 consecutive years. For the latest offers on a Ford truck, go to buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide. Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Don't stop planning for your future. Don't stop investing in your kids' education. Don't stop dreaming of that new home. And don't stop growing your business. Whatever you're passionate or dreaming about, don't stop. Because when you have a bank you can trust, you have the confidence to take on tomorrow. Speak with a Trustmark associate today for advice on achieving your goals. Trustmark. People you trust, advice that works. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You know that feeling when you're doing what you love? You're in the zone, truly and fully alive, lost in thought. You know what you're not thinking about? Insurance. That's where Alfa comes in. Alfa handles all things insurance, so you're free to do anything. So get out there and live your best life. Whatever your thing is, we've got you covered. That's life with Alfa Insurance. Visit alfainsurance.com to learn more.
Producing championship quality lumber is not an easy process, but at Everwood Preserving, it's our only process. Wood treated right. Everwood offers top-notch pressure-treated wood for decks, outdoor structures, commercial jobs, and more that you can build your reputation on. When it comes to quality, we're on the winning team. Visit your local Everwood dealer today and discover the difference for yourself. Everwood Preserving Incorporated, the official lumber of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Welcome back to Baumhower's Victory Grill, visiting with Coach Nate Oats here at the home of Hey Coach. And Coach Oats, a few minutes we got left with you. We've recapped a great win over Creighton. You got 3 games before we get into conference play on January 4th at home against Oklahoma. South Dakota State on December 29th. The week before that, coming up Sunday, this Sunday at noon. It'll be Kent State. That is assuming we have thought out from traveling to Grand Forks, North Dakota to play on Wednesday.
Are you making the trip, or did you?
I'm making the trip, Coach. I will be there. I miss Vegas.
Shocker.
Look, yeah, you don't make me go there. I didn't get to go to Vegas or West Lafayette, but I get Grand Forks, where the high, I think, today was 2 degrees.
Yeah, Grant's dad sent me a picture of the ice on the lake. It's, I don't know how many people down here have lived up north, but the lakes get frozen up. You can drive trucks and cars on them, snowmobiles on them. You go ice fishing on them. So I don't know, maybe we'll get some ice fishing in up there.
Yeah, I'm good.
Or take the snowmobile out over the lake.
You have a good time with that. I plan to be with you on the bus going to the arena for shoot-around, back to the hotel, and I'm not going to see much more of Grand Forks than that other than the arena on Wednesday for the
we told
game.
the guys, make sure they got their winter coats. I go find mine. I never put a winter coat on down here. Even the coldest it gets, this will do it for me.
The warm-up suit you got on there. It looks good, by the way.
I mean, even if it gets in the, low 30s sometimes around here in the middle of the night, it's never cold enough for a winter jacket. But
real quick.
Up there, I think we got to get one.
And you got to play well. It's a program and it's going to be incredible.
It's a road
in there.
game. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that we'll be maybe the highest ranked opponent to ever come in there. Would be my guess. I'm not sure on that, but we're kind of doing it for Grant. But we got to go in there. It's going to be a great environment, I'm sure, and we're going to have to play well. And then we got Kent State before Christmas, and then we got South Dakota State. They're both really good mid-majors. So we've got three good mid-major games. A road game against a quality opponent, and then 2 really good teams coming in here. So while the 7-game high major stretch is over and we got through it 5-2, but we still have 3 really good games before we get into SEC play. And it looks like the SEC might be the toughest conference in a long, long time in college basketball. So we've got our work cut out for us here.
5 of the top 9 from our league. We got about a minute with you, Coach, before we have to let you run. But Chris Youngblood gets his first action in an Alabama uniform the other night in the win against Creighton. Adding he and Houston Millett couldn't come at a better time.
Yeah, I mean, Chris, we knew Chris was going to be a little bit rusty. It was good to see him hit the 1-3. We got to get him up. He's got to knock the rust off. I mean, He hasn't played for a long time, so it's good to get him in that one. We'll get him in these next 3, and hopefully by the time SEC play hits, he's full go, and we've got full 100% healthy version of Chris Youngblood playing.
And, Coach, finally, that Kent State game, it may not resonate as well as some others. It's a good opponent. Most importantly, your team, with what they're doing, what your program's doing, deserves to have a packed house.
100%. I hope we can pack that thing out. It's Sunday before Christmas, so hopefully everybody can get out. We made the game at noon so everybody can get out of there and catch their flights wherever they're going afterwards. So let's pack the place out. We've had really good crowd support in every home game so far. Let's make sure we continue on Sunday against Kent State.
Early church on Sunday, and then
there you go, or maybe like a Christmas service in the afternoon or evening or something.
There's
that. You can figure it out. You can do both.
Just make sure you get both done. Coach, thanks for the time. Great to see you as always.
All right, appreciate it, Chris.
Coach
Thanks.
Nate Oats with us here from Baumhower's Victory Grille. We're coming back and wrapping it up after this on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Bama fans, this is Roger Hoover. Each Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. Each Monday night, join us for Hey Coach, presented by Alfa Insurance. Live at 6 p.m. Central from Baumhower's Victory Grille in Tuscaloosa. We'll talk Alabama athletics with Tide coaches and players, plus take your calls. Hey Coach is available to listen to across our radio network, the Varsity Network app, as well as a video stream on all CTSN social media platforms at UA_CTSN. Hey Coach, Mondays at 6 p.m. on the Crimson Tide Sports Network.
Hey, Alabama, celebrate with JMF Solutions. With nearly 2 decades of innovation, JMF proudly announces its $6.3 million award for Alabama's middle-mile broadband projects. But wait, there's more. Introducing Prestige HealthNet, revolutionizing hospital IT services. Prestige brings professional solutions to rural hospitals, saving costs and elevating healthcare standards. Visit PrestigeHealthNet.com or call 251-517-4411 to learn more. JMF Solutions and Prestige HealthNet, building a brighter future for Alabama together.
Guthrie's Golden Fried Chicken Fingers, an Alabama tailgate tradition. Founded in Haleyville, Alabama in 1965, Guthrie's has been a Bama fan favorite for years. From your hometown to college towns all around, Guthrie's is still serving the family's original Southern fried chicken recipe just like always, fresh, hot, and fast. Make Guthrie's Golden Fried Chicken Fingers the MVP of your next tailgate. Guthrie's, America's original chicken finger restaurant and now an official partner of the Alabama Crimson Tide. For franchise information, visit Guthrie'sChicken.com.
A gift this good takes a while to unwrap. Get your best gift ever during the Toyotathon sales event before it's too late. Get 3.99% APR for 36 months on the new 2024 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. Offer valid through January 6, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $29.52 monthly payment for every $1,000 finance. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places.
I'm Cole Adams. And I'm Jeremy Bernard. We are all excited to enjoy the energy of Bryant-Denny Stadium this fall, but viruses that cause respiratory diseases are still prevalent in our communities.
Vaccination against these viruses is very important for everyone, and especially for those who are at a higher risk of developing serious complications, including older Americans and those with certain medical conditions.
For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM today.
Stay safe and roll Tide.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Founded in Haleyville, Alabama in 1965 by Hal and Melissa Guthrie, Guthrie's was America's first chicken finger restaurant. Guthrie still uses the family's original Southern fried chicken recipe in every chicken finger they serve. Fresh, hot, and fast. Guthrie's Golden Fried Chicken Fingers has been Alabama owned and operated since 1965, and Guthrie's is still growing strong. Come see us soon. Guthrie's, America's original chicken finger restaurant and an official partner of the Alabama Crimson Tide. For franchise information, visit Guthrie'sChicken.com.
Hey, if you missed any portion of tonight's show, you can always catch it on demand on our Alabama Insider podcast. Just download and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And do remind you that Hey Coach is presented by Alfa Insurance. Big thank you again to Bob Baumhower, everybody at Baumhower's Victory Grille. Great host for our program, and thoroughly enjoy being able to be with you. We are off the next 2 weeks. No show the next 2 weeks, and then we're back the first Monday in January to take a look at the start of SEC play for the Crimson Tide men's team, and we'll also be recapping what we hope is a bowl victory down in Tampa, Florida. The Vice President, General Manager of the Crimson Tide Sports Network is Jim Carabin. Our studio engineer for tonight has been Austin Wolkin. Great job by our on-site producer and engineer, Todd Robbins, as well. For all of us at the Crimson Tide Sports Network, I'm Chris Stewart. Hope you have a great evening.
Live from Baumhower's Victory Grille in Tuscaloosa, Hey Coach has been presented by Alfa Insurance. You do your thing. We've got you covered.